Hello again, everybody. This is Michel'le. Welcome to the Michel'le Show. Today we're going to be talking about the season finale of R&B Divas LA. This one was called What Would a Diva Do? Remember that you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Tumblr, and you can also follow me on Facebook at Michel'le. Alright, so let's just jump right into the season finale of R&B Divas LA. This series only had 8 episodes, so it did go by kind of quick. I did enjoy the series as a whole, but this particular episode here, What Would a Diva Do? It really wasn't that climactic for me. It didn't end in the, the drama-filled way that most reality shows end in. I would say that went to episode 5 and episode 7. Those were the 2 most drama-filled episodes of the season. But this was a good episode. It did end in a way that we could kind of see what would happen in a season 2 of R&B Divas LA. Would they take this monologues out on the road? Would these 4 women now just get back together, and would they try to do something outside of Dawn and Kelly? Alright, so this episode and this series for season 1 wrapped up with the Divalogs actually being completed and being performed without Dawn Robinson and without Kelly Price. So Fred Thomas, he pushed along and he moved forward with Shantae Moore, Little Mo, Michel'le, and Claudette Ortiz. And I must say that the final product for the Divalogs was a well put together piece. I definitely could see it being worked out a little more and having the kinks worked out to the point where they could take this on the road. Is it quite ready for Broadway? Maybe not yet. But could I see this on, like that church circuit, or how David E. Talbert has plays or Tyler Perry has plays? I could definitely see it doing that and going from city to city and actually getting people to come out and see it. Those plays make big bucks, so that's nothing to laugh about or nothing to sneeze at, because it's a financial gain in this for all those women there. Each one of the 4 women who did participate in this, they each brought something unique and something dynamic and something real and relatable to their particular scenes in this Divalogs. I think the most touching one to me was probably Shantae. Shantae, she seems like she has a little bit more acting chops and she's a little more seasoned than some of the ladies when it comes to stage productions. So maybe that's why she came across the way that she came across on the screen. Michel'le, she addressed the issue of suicide that a lot of people in the black community definitely never want to talk about. So she talked about her trying to kill herself and having her daughter actually there in the room while she tried to commit this act. But she kept it kind of light and she kept it very relatable by injecting some humor into hers. And Little Mo, she came out with the alter ego thing, her real self being Cynthia Loving versus the person that we all know as Little Mo. So she kind of broke down those 2 different individuals and presented that to us on the stage. And Claudette, she really dug deep within herself and she talked about an issue when she was raped at the age of 14. Now TV One, oh y'all, so shady, but in a good way. TV One showed Kelly Price and Dawn Robinson no love on the season finale. Their names were barely mentioned, and their This Is Not Your monologues got absolutely no love from the TV One network. They didn't even get a little clip, no promo, none of that. They got their quick little shine, I believe last episode or episode before last, when Dawn and Kelly were walking down the street and they just showed a little quick little glimpse of the billboard or the venue that they were going to have the Not Your Mama logs at. It appears that from what's happening on TV and what you see online and a lot of the the clips that are coming out about the reunion, Dawn Robinson is nowhere to be found at the reunion. Kelly Price, she did show up at the reunion, and I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. It's already been taped with Wendy Williams, so I'm curious to see how that will play out. You can go to the TV One website and you can see, you know, some 30-second to 1 minute clips of some things that they're going to talk about there. But I really want to just shout out this last portion of this review to Fred Thompson, the guy who actually put together the Diva Logs. He did a really good job, and I must say that TV One did a great job in hiring him. So Fred, he had the honors of doing the last blog for R&B Divas LA, and he said that he always kept the space open for Kelly and for Dawn because they could have come back. He said, I held a spot for them just in case. So he talked about how he worked with the ladies. He said that he worked with each one of the 4 women individually, worked out their parts, even their musical cues, to try to get down a good flow of the game. He said that a week before the actual Diva Logs, what we saw on TV the other night, that there was like crunch time, that they were really working real hard. He said that he had to be firm with the ladies because he just clicked over into business mode knowing they only had a little bit of time left before they actually needed to film something and put it down on tape. So Fred was just not only the writer, the producer, and the director of the Diva Logs, he also was the lighting director. So we didn't see him sitting out there in the audience and everything last night. He said he was up in the rafters because they didn't have a lighting director, so he did the lighting for the ladies as well. So he knew where each and every last one of them wanted to be and the type of lighting that they needed, and he was able to do that. So he's the consummate professional, able to jump in wherever he's needed, and that was a good look for them. Tori would not have been able to do any of that. I mean, that's no shade to Tori, but you absolutely have nothing on Fred in terms of credentials, in terms of professionalism, and in terms of experience. So Fred, he said that the true story of Diva Logs were not the actual divas themselves. He really gave a warm and a much needed shout out to Little Mo's husband, Philip. He said that Philip stepped right in and was able to be the musical director that he needed because he really didn't know anything about the music, and that Philip was able to come in and arrange the songs and pull out of the ladies what he really needed to pull out of them. So he really did thank Philip for stepping in and really helping him out there. On Kelly and Dawn's monologue, he really didn't have too much to say about what was going on. He did think that they could work something out, but he said, I just realized that that was not going to happen a week before the actual Diva Logs took place. And then he said that who grew the most throughout the process would have been Little Mo. He said that she actually came into her own as an actress through this, and that he actually sees her potentially having a career in Hollywood doing some things. He said that he would absolutely do nothing different from the Diva Logs, that he would have did it the same way that he's done it, and he would have tried to do the same things that he did through there. So I believe that's just about it for R&B Divas LA. Of course, the reunion comes on next week, September the 4th, on TV One at 10 o'clock, and that is going to be hosted by the one and only Wendy Williams. So we all know Wendy Williams is going to ask some of the questions that we really want to know. I really want to see how far she's going to dig into Kelly and why Kelly did some of the things that she did throughout this season here. So now the R&B Divas LA is coming to an end. I will be back to review parts 1 and part 2 of the reunion, and then check back right here on my page at Jovan Lachey to see what else I'm going to review next. I think I'm going to step out and I'm going to do the Real Preachers of LA. So I'm definitely going to have a lot to say about that when they debut. So thank you all for watching. Remember that you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Tumblr, you can also follow me right here on YouTube. Be sure to like the video, be sure to comment, and follow me at Jovan Lachey. Until the next time, thank you.